Then what we do is just place a couple blocks in front of the bed. Let's make sure we put on our chest plate, and then we just, what's up guys, we're here by our wool farm today because we're gonna do some upgrades to our armor. That's right, I'm tired of having diamond armor. We're gonna get some netherite. So today I'm going to show you guys the easiest way to actually get netherite, and it involves lots of wool. So we're just going to go ahead and grab some wool here, probably colors that I won't use too often. This should hopefully be enough. 2 stacks of beds should be enough. Maybe we'll grab a little more just in case. We'll grab some black as well. And now the other thing we're going to grab is we're going to need tons of wood. And if y'all enjoyed the episode, please consider subscribing. It really helps the channel out. I appreciate everyone who does, and I appreciate everyone who chooses to watch my videos. But with that being said, now we're going to come over here and grab a ton of wood so we can make a ton of beds. And lucky enough, we have these spruce trees all grown up, so this shouldn't take long at all. Okay, we got our wood. We got a stack for each of the 3 different colors here, and this is going to be more than we need. But now we have plenty of wood, so let's go ahead and head to the nether now, because now we're going to head on down to the bottom of the nether here. This lava lake is going to pose a little bit of an issue, but it shouldn't be too bad. We just got to find a spot where we can actually dig down. Alright, so we found an area to mine down. So now we're going to go down until we're at Y level 15 about. Oh, hey, there's magma blocks. Okay, we're going to go down to we're at Y level 15 because that is the best spot for netherite. So we'll go down to 13. And then the next thing we're going to do is, let's see if I can remember how to do this. Not hitboxes. Nope, not tooltips. Chunk borders. Okay, this is the one we want. We want to be able to see chunk borders. And the reason we want to find chunk borders is because if you mine along a chunk border here, it's actually more likely to find netherite versus just mining like in a straight line. So if you're on Java, this is easy to find. If you're on Bedrock, sorry, RIP to you. And now what's the fastest way to find netherite? Of course you just mine here, mine in a line like this, but that's boring, that's lame. So this is what we're gonna do instead. So what we're gonna do is take our wool and some of this wood that we have, and we're gonna make a bunch of beds because this is what we're gonna need. And then what I think is we'll make a long pathway this way. We'll just mine this down a little bit, right? Then what we do is just place a couple blocks in front of the bed. Let's make sure we put on our chest plate, and then we just click the bed like that, and it'll blow up, and then it'll explode a big area like this. And then I like to bridge across, mine out another hole, place another bed, more blocks, click this bed. And we just keep going like this till we find some netherite. And then with this main pathway here, we can make sideways pathways along these chunk borders here. So we're just gonna start with this way. We're gonna go down this way and just start from there and see what we come across. I think I'll add a chunk. I think I'll add a bed right here. We'll add a couple blocks to protect ourselves and click the bed. Alright, so we're going to do this for a little bit. We're just going to keep mining, see if we can find some netherite, and we'll be back. I'm hoping to upgrade all of our armor and all our tools as well. So we're going to need a lot. We're going to be here a while. And just like that, you can see that we found our first couple pieces of netherite. And the reason we found so much in one area is, of course, because of the chunk border. So these spawned in this chunk, and this one spawned in this chunk. So it looks like there's a lot together, but it's actually just split between the 2 chunks. The other thing that's a little beneficial to doing this is having some fire resistance potions, because I'm sure you guys can see all the fire and lava that's around here. So maybe grab some of those. That'll make this way easier. But now we can go ahead and grab our first couple pieces of netherite. Luckily we found 6 already, so this is a good start. And now we just continue on our way and see how much more we can find. This is probably gonna take a while. I'm not gonna show you guys the whole process. Alright everyone, and we are back. A little bit for y'all, but a long time for me. And after quite a while, we finally came away with enough ancient debris that we wanted. We ended up getting 48, which should be enough for everything we want to make, plus a little bit extra. And if we take a little bit of look around, you guys can actually see how much we had to mine out to get not even a stack of ancient debris. So this kind of reminded me why I was putting this off for so long. And if we take a look in FreeCam, you could see all the tunnels that we had to make and how long they go and how much we actually had to mine out. So I'm glad this is finally over, and it's a good reminder of why I was putting it off for so long. Now let's go ahead and head up back to the house. Oh, maybe I should put my elytra on first. And then let's go ahead and make all of our new tools. All right, we're back home, and what do you know? It's raining again. But now let's head over to our storage coliseum here and see if we can find any of our netherite templates. I know we got some in another episode, but honestly, I don't know where I put them. Oh, duh. maybe with all the other templates. Okay, cool. So we have 3 of them, and we're gonna need 11 of them for all of our tools and armor. So that means we're gonna need quite a few diamonds. And to tell you the truth, I've never actually made these netherite templates before. My old world, I had netherite before these templates even came out, so I have no idea how to make these. I guess we can just give it a quick search here in the crafting table. Oh, wow. That's a lot of diamonds. But the only thing else we need is netherrack, so let's go ahead and grab some of that. Okay, we got our diamonds, we got our netherrack. Now let's go ahead and make, how many do we want? 6. How much is that? 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, perfect. So it didn't hurt our pockets too much. We're down to 39 blocks. Quite unfortunate, but you know what? That's okay. I just realized we don't have any gold. We're gonna have to go get some gold because we need gold to make netherite. So I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go grab some gold. All right, so we got our gold here. We got 63. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go over to our furnaces here and throw our ancient debris in. We only need 40 of them, and we're gonna split it in between our furnaces here. And shortly, this is all gonna cook into some netherite scraps. And while that's cooking, guys, honestly, I'm tired of kind of being a peasant. I'm tired of having to go grab gold and go mine it every time we need some because we never seem to have enough on hand. So I'm thinking next episode, maybe we're gonna do a gold farm. I wanna start working on gold farm. So leave a like down below if you wanna see that. And that'll be a project sometime in the future. Now back to the task at hand here. We're gonna pull all of our netherite scraps out of our furnaces. And if we come over here, we should be able to just craft 10 netherite ingots. And hey, look at that, we got a little bit more ancient debris for doing that. So then the next thing is to just come over here to our smithing table and just throw our tools in. So our netherite pickaxe, netherite hoe, netherite chest plate, netherite sword, another pickaxe, netherite shovel, and netherite axe. And now we need 3 more for our last 3 pieces of, wait a second, I didn't. We need to make 1 more just so we have 1 on hand in case we want to make anything else netherite. I bet I almost gave you guys a minor heart attack there. I almost gave myself one because if we ended up using all our templates, we would have had to go exploring for more. Good thing I remember that, so let's make 1 extra just in case. And now if we go back up here, now we can go ahead and finish the rest of our netherite armor. We also got 2 extra ingots for our little advancement pack over here, so that's pretty cool. And there we go, we're fully decked out now. Have the best armor in the game. Ready to take on anything now. Wait a second, why is my candle off? So now that we have our new netherite armor, what we're gonna do next is, for one, we're gonna come over here and grab our netherite because we're gonna do something special with this, but we're just gonna leave it blank for now. We are gonna add some trims on it in the future eventually, but I would like to find every armor trim first. So that'll also be another future episode, finding every armor trim. I kind of want to do like a display case of every armor trim, and then we can kind of get like a visual of what we want to do and what we want to pick. Also, I finally went and healed all my armor and all my tools. I'm sure that was making some of you guys go chronically insane with me always walking around with broken tools, so at least that's finally fixed. And what we're gonna do with these ancient debris is actually a secret. You guys will see in a second, but first we need to go grab some materials. All right, homies, so we're underground now and we gathered some resources. Ignore the rest of this stuff. I just needed somewhere to place all these random blocks. And we also mined out a big hallway, and I'm sure some of y'all can probably guess what we're gonna do already, considering we're here at the bottom of the world as well. But I'm still not going to spoil it, so it's still going to be a surprise. And we're just going to go ahead and build it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to place down our ancient debris. Then we're going to place down 3 solid blocks like this. We're going to skip 2 blocks, and then we're going to place an observer facing that way, followed by a piston facing this way. And then we're going to take a wall and place it here in front of the observer, and then a slab on the side of the wall just like that. Then we're going to take our slime blocks and our solid blocks and place them in a little formation just like this, followed by our TNT on top of the wall, and then our dead coral fan on top of the observer, and then another slime block on top of the coral fan just like that. Then lastly, we're going to place a slab here above the TNT. So next we have to build out a couple blocks here to actually push our minecart onto the slime block without activating the TNT. And what we're going to do to do that is we're going to take our rail here, place the minecart on top, and then you can actually take a piston and push the rail and it won't actually break it. A lot of people don't know this. A lot of people think it's actually just going to break the rail, but yeah, you can actually just move it to the side with a piston. So if we just take this redstone torch and place it under the piston and power it, Sure enough, you can see it pushes the rail right over, and now our minecart is now in place. We can go ahead and take all these extra pieces down now, and then just temporary to get this moving, we're going to skip one block and place an observer facing down, take a slime block and place it on top of the observer, then a sticky piston and another slime block. Then you want to place this piston and slime block pattern on top, so you have something like this, and then we place our note block here on the top, and then finally we place our observer facing into the note block. And then if we go ahead and click this note block, sure enough you can see that it shoots out the TNT, and now we are mining with this machine. And if you guys don't know what this is a tunnel bore, so that's what we are building. So now with this, we should be able to find way more diamonds way easily. We can just blow up the ground, and all it took was getting a couple ancient debris. Who knows, maybe diamond beacon in the future, question mark? Well, we have found lava already, which is pretty unfortunate because to get this to keep working, we're actually going to have to clear out any lava we come across. Let's actually have a look here and see how much lava is actually here, and wow, okay, we have a decent sized lava pool, so that's going to be in the way. That's a little unfortunate. Let's see, is there any more further down the line? Yes, of course there is. Why wouldn't there be? So this is gonna be fun to deal with. So we're probably gonna have to get a bunch of sand or gravel or something to help clear out this lava, so we'll work on that later. But this actually is just a temporary tunnel bore here, so we're actually gonna expand this and make it like 4 long, and then make them all simultaneously go at the same time, so we can mine out a much bigger area. But that's gonna take way more resources. So I think I'm gonna go AFK at the slime farm for a little bit, and hopefully get enough slime blocks for our new project. Alright guys, so we mined out an area and we built our new tunnel bores here. This was a design that I found by Sugarcraft, which was actually designed by someone else named Borcon. But yeah, so these are our new and improved tunnel bores now. It's the same thing, it's just wider, and all 4 just move along simultaneously now rather than just having one itself. So we're just gonna go over here and press the note block and see what happens. Okay, that's... why didn't the last one work? Okay, what happened over here? This last one didn't work for some reason. And why did it not work? Did it move? Oh, that's why it didn't work. Okay, 1 second guys, I'm gonna fix this. Alright guys, it was an easy enough fix. We had to mine out one more wall here because this slime block was actually grabbing blocks off the wall here, but now everything's lined up again and it should be working. We also filled in the lava pool that was over here, so this shouldn't get in the way until we get over there, and then we'll have a big issue to deal with. But now let's go ahead and hit this a couple times and see what happens. Okay, there we go, all 4 are working. And then of course we have to wait till it blows up to hit the next one. Cool, so now we can easily find diamonds in a much larger area. And would you look at that, we found some already. So I was gonna say, when I was actually mining out this big area, I surprisingly didn't find too many diamonds. I think I only found like 1 vein, so hopefully this ends up getting us a lot more. This is already the second 8 vein that I found. Oh, hey, more gold. Cool. That's always helpful because we always seem to need more gold. But yeah, okay, I'm going to run this for a little bit. We're going to time lapse just a little bit, and then we'll wrap up the episode there. One thing I will say is it is kind of addicting running this thing. Like, I want to just keep going, keep pressing the note block, because it's kind of cool just having everything blow up. Definitely makes mining way easier, and we can always make this longer if we wanted to. We only did 4, but we can extend this pretty much as long as we want, or as far as we can render, I guess. And we can also build this in the nether. The only issue is there's a lot more lava in the nether, so that might be an issue trying to get more ancient debris. But with that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy our little netherite mining adventure today, and I hope you guys just enjoyed the episode overall. If you made it this far and you're not already, please consider subscribing. Leave a like down below. Tell me in the comments if you enjoyed the episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone.